Welcome to MetalGodsTV with Mick The Beard.
Again with the guys from White Widow.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Are you guys playing tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, we go on not too long. We go on at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
great
So
stuff.
yeah, a couple of hours time. So looking forward to it.
You've had time to look around the site?
Yeah, we've been here a couple of days, so we kind of just chilled out and watched a few bands yesterday, and it's been great. Good vibe. Absolutely.
What do you think to the setup then, the holiday camp thing?
Oh, well, you know, it's an interesting setup.
Definitely.
Yeah. Nothing like it before. Have you never been to anything like this before then?
No, definitely not. Nothing like this back home. I've been over to download a couple of times, so I've had similar experiences.
Yeah.
Can't remember much of it though.
That's right. Well, at least you've got somewhere to wash it in that area.
Well, that's right. I don't think I've ever seen any festival really with like this sort of caravan or chalet type setup before. So it's kind of unique in that regard. So
you can actually get to day 3 without the smell.
well, that's right. It's important.
Yeah. So what have you guys got planned after Hammerfest?
We'll be heading home. This is the last show of our tour of Europe and UK. From there we'll take a quick break, regroup, start looking at writing, then eventually recording for another album, hopefully for a release in 2016 or early 2017, and then hopefully back here again. And somewhere in the middle there would like to get over to Japan.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So what sort of fan base do you think you've got in the UK? Have you got a good following?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's one of our main areas, I guess, of popularity. Probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the sales that we have for our album, I'd say nearly half of them will end up into to the UK, and the rest are sort of spread out throughout Europe and a little bit into Japan. So it's yeah, and you know, I think that they just understand our music and they have an appreciation for it, and we can't ask for anything more than that. So.
Do you manage to get over here as often as you'd like to?
Well, I mean, we've had a few issues that we had to sort of tackle in the last sort of couple of years. You know, our drummer passed away and the original bass player left, so we kind of had a bit of regrouping period of time, and we're lucky enough to have Noel come in to step into the drum position, and a new bass player with Ben Webster, and it's you know, the guys have I think if anything, like, the guys have improved our sound more than we could have ever expected. So it's the best version of the band we've ever had, and so now hopefully there will be more opportunities for us to come back, or you know, to visit Sweden, or to do what you know, sort of whatever is going to give us the most exposure over here, really. So
I suppose the death in the band does hit you hard. I mean, it's one of 2 bands I've known who've had somebody die, and it does hit you hard for a while.
Yeah, it does, and it was particularly difficult because, you know, it was a suicide, and you know, you kind of want to, you know, you wish that you had done things to be able to help them, or seen things, or that sort of thing. So it's quite sad, and you know, it made things difficult to move on for a while. That was for sure. So, but you know, wherever he is, we hope he's where he wants to be, and we miss him, and we hope that he's enjoying the view from up there.
Yeah, and you're moving in the right direction now, with, like you said, with the new lineup. And
yeah, you know, I know he'd be proud. So you know, as I said, the new guys are absolutely incredible.
So you say you're still pushing the album that you've given me.
Yeah, which came out in November last year. So, you know, like, it was kind of the end of November too. So, you know, it kind of, I guess in a little way, it was probably not the best timing because it got a little bit lost in the Christmas shuffle, and it's the end of the, you know, you kind of, you know, people were releasing the best of 2014 lists in the same issue ours was getting reviewed in, so it was almost not even included, you know what I mean? So, but with, you know, I had to look at it from a perspective of it had already been delayed enough. I just wanted to get the thing out there and let the world know that we still existed. So
it's always awkward, sort of picking the time to release. Now we think if I do it in November, it's too close to Christmas. If I do it at the beginning of the year, by the time that you get to the end of the year, you forgot about your album, the best of.
That's right. You know, it is like the magic window is basically March through to October, and if you don't, any time through then, it's pretty safe. When we released it, or a little bit later, even, it's difficult. You know, it's not. But at the same time, you've got to get it out. Yeah. So otherwise, you just procrastinate forever. So.
When we get back, we are doing a video, right?
Yeah, we're doing a new video for the record when we get home, and as Noel said, you know, like that's to continue to promote the record, you know, and then hopefully, as Enzo said, you know, we can put together some dates actually this year, towards the end of this year, to go to Japan, and then following that, in the lead time, obviously, we'll be doing some, you know, writing, demoing, and then hopefully looking at putting a new record out next year. So.
Yeah. And do you prefer festivals, or do you prefer doing your own thing?
they're both rewarding.
Yeah, they're both very different. Festivals are great, obviously, because we're fans of a lot of the bands that we're playing with at these festivals, so we get to see them and enjoy ourselves and play, of course. But doing our own shows is great too. We get the fans that are coming out specifically to see us, and that's a lot different. So
yeah, you get
both are great.
you get to do a longer set, obviously, when it's your show, so you get to have a little bit, wider. You go deeper into the records and some of the album tracks and things like that. And here, obviously, you got a shorter period of time. Yeah. But you obviously get the energy and the vibe that often doesn't come with a smaller show. So, anybody that was in the arena yesterday, that place was electric. So, we're looking forward to hopefully having some of that today. And as Enzo said, to be sharing the stage today with bands like FM and Night Ranger, those guys have been in my record collection since I was 14, So, yes, last night we bumped into Brad Gillis from Night Ranger, and it was a total fanboy moment, So that's something that, you can only get at these sort of events, so.
And with you guys sort of doing the tea time slot, are you still having time tonight to check out band afterwards?
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, well, we're on 4 to 5, so, I think all of us really, certainly for me and probably the guys, I think that today's, certainly from an AOR perspective, the strongest lineup. Yeah. It's more a pure AOR day, with Romeo's Daughter in Houston and, as we said, FM and Night Ranger. So I think I'll have trouble finding any time to eat. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Nice. And finally, have you got a message for that lot out there?
Just a message?
A message. Whatever you want.
I don't know. Turn the keyboards up.
That's it.
Turn the keyboards up. Remember that, folks.
Yeah, no, it's thanks to everybody for listening. Thanks for anybody that's ever supported us, and it's great to be in the UK. And thanks to everyone.
Thanks a lot, guys.
You're welcome.
Nice talk.
Thank you.
Cheers. Nice meeting you.
May God have mercy on your soul.